This is take number 53. Hey guys, I have a pretty big announcement to make here. I'm going to be stopping the Quest for Completion series on Redux, and I will be starting one on live Dungeon Defenders, regular Dungeon Defenders. And as far as the uploads and content and all that goes, don't expect anything at the moment. I'm really swamped with schoolwork and real life stuff, but whenever all that gets sorted out and I have the opportunity to do so, moving forward, the plan is to focus on Quest for Completion live. Regular, non-Redux Quest for Completion. I still don't have a name for it. If you have a name for it, an idea for it, put it in the comments, please. Okay, so quick little backstory here, villain origin story, if you will. The whole reason that I'm doing this is because Redux is dead and live is not in terms of development. Quest for Completion is something that I started on Redux instead of live because Redux I thought was the way moving forward for Dungeon Defenders, and also because it had so many more quality of life features and so much more content as compared to live. But with some recent changes, some things that I've been hearing and seeing, it looks like not the case. So let's go over some things there. Right now, I'm on the beta branch for live Dungeon Defenders. Anything that doesn't cause major problems here will end up on everybody's install as just like an update towards Dungeon Defenders, and this will be live. With that in mind, quality of life. This is the emulator. This is the emulator from Redux, and they've just put it on Dungeon Defenders regularly. This is a huge thing for me. This is one of the major reasons as to why I wanted to start making the series on Redux rather than live, and now it's going to be there on live. On top of that, there's going to be some balance changes, some map updates, yes, and also some other quality of life changes in general. So as far as quality of life goes, boom, they got it. Next up, content, semi-check. If you're looking over in the Lost Quest section, there's 4 new maps. But unlike Redux, there will be more new maps as well. So that's a big thing. Let me set up for future segment here. So yeah, from some chat messages that I saw from the developer, or I guess the only person over at Kinetic Games who works on Dungeon Defenders 1, it sounds like Redux is dead in terms of development, and Live is going to be getting all the attention. And that's, like, it wasn't said directly, but I think it was implied. At least that's how I interpreted it. Now, that's the major part of the announcement. There it is. Here's a bit of a backstory here, right? A bit of why I'm making the series to begin with. The whole purpose of Quest for Completion was, or at least in the way that I'm doing it, where it's all solo, no event items, yada yada yada, is to help people progress through the game and give them like an express option for progression. Because for the longest time, I remember as a kid and like when I was younger years ago, I was stuck wanting to do like volcanic eruption, right, and get the weapon from there and do like lab assault. But the only content available on YouTube was like somebody with insane stats doing it like in 2 seconds flat, or people doing it with like 5 other friends. And I'm just sitting there like I don't have that. I don't have either of those. And the people that had like a bajillion in terms of stats, they would never show how they got to that point. So, kind of sucks. But that's how it was. I had to learn through. It was really annoying, but I had to learn a lot about how to like play the game and do it all solo, to be able to do those maps, lab assault, volcanic eruption, and all that. To be able to do the same things, all solo, and it took thousands of hours, but now I know, and that's where the Quest for Completion thing comes from. Basically, Quest for Completion is here for anybody who wants to do a certain thing in a game. Could be a challenge, can be getting an item, could be whatever, but doesn't know how to get there, doesn't know the path. The idea is that anybody can quickly pull up Quest for Completion, and skip to the episode where they're at, skip to an episode where they're at a similar point in progression, and just kind of follow along, and then pretty quickly they'll be able to do whatever map they want to. And also it's here as a walkthrough. And that's the whole idea behind it. It's not really a speed run, but it is doing things very quickly because free time is not, especially speaking from experience, free time is rare to come by sometimes. And you want to be able to enjoy it. So, yeah. Extra tidbit here. This update, this is a beta branch. The update will be out by the end of this month. It's not out yet. I think it'll be out by the end of this month. That's what I heard. Don't quote me on that. So it'll be on Dungeon Defenders and the future updates in the future. And next thing that I wanted to mention, just like how Quest for Completion on Redux had a side series going where it was like unlisted videos and a playlist, and it was like behind the scenes when I'm testing out videos for the next episode. Live Quest for Completion will have the exact same thing. Oh god, please, if you have a better name for Quest for Completion Live, put it in the comments. But yeah, this will be the first episode in that playlist, and it'll be there along with some unlisted videos of me testing things out whenever I get to it. Again, not anytime soon, but in like a month or so, check it out. Might be some new stuff there. Yeah, and I guess just to kind of leave this off with, this whole series, Quest for Completion, it's a bit of I guess a love letter. I don't know what the word would be towards the Quest for Ultimate Defender that Onite Pineberries had, because that was pretty much what I did growing up. I followed his series, and because he was doing everything solo, more or less, and he was like showing how he grinded for certain things, yada yada yada, and that's what inspired me to make this whole series in general. Now, obviously, he didn't start at like 0.0, and I will be. But the whole idea for this series comes from Onite Pineberries. If he had never made that Quest for Ultimate Defender series, please check. I would not have made this one. Please check his series out. He's a lot funnier than I am. I'll say that much. And to Onite Pineberries himself, thank you for making that series. And I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to say. I've done literally 60 takes of this to try and get it right. I've been recording for a long while. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode, or I guess in the first episode of Quest for Completion, Live Edition.